Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television and happy Thursday. We're looking at an okay drive on most of our major routes, but we're going to start off of the highway and take a look at a problem that's going on at Yonge and College, where we do have all lanes currently blocked, at least on College. So College is currently closed in both directions from Yonge to Bay, and that's all because of a collision. We have southbound Yonge blocked at College for this collision investigation as well, and no estimated time of reopening. As we get into the drive into downtown, we're looking at a busy one for sure. Eastbound Gardner, that is heavy from about the Humber Bridge to east of Dufferin, and that is all just volume. Take a look at the Lakeshore, though. Lakeshore is moving pretty well, so use that as an alternate to get into the downtown core, and you should be okay. Taking a look at the eastbound 401, just typical volume delays. It's busy Mississauga Road to Mavis, and we're also looking at delays heading through Dixie and the Collectors, and from south of Airport to Islington in the Express. So a busy one out there. It's building, but it's not terrible, at least on the highway. That's a look at your drive. Now over to Nat for the forecast.
Yeah, just a couple of showers off to the north of us here, up through Cottage Country, just streaming in here off of Georgian Bay. That's going to continue really, really light up until about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Here in the city, though, we're going to stay dry. You can see this little peak here for that chance of rain, and that is really going to happen, especially between about midnight and 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. After that, we're done with the rain, at least until Sunday night. So that chance of rain is going to be nil until Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, it's a little bit brisk out there, 16 degrees in Toronto. Where you see the blues out here in the prairies, that cooler air is gradually going to make its way down here into the GTA. So it's going to progressively get cooler as we head into that long weekend. Overnight lows by Saturday, Sunday around 11, 12 degrees. But today we'll be at about 25. We'll get some more sun throughout the afternoon. High UV index, low humidity, gusty southwest wind. Back down to you, Mel.
And we continue to follow breaking news at this hour. Police are looking for the driver who allegedly hit a hydrant, a pole, and eventually a pedestrian near Yonge and College. This is a live look at the scene where there are major road closures through this stretch. 680 News reporter Kevin Meisner, who actually witnessed the accident, is at the scene.
This all started just after 5 o'clock this morning when a Range Rover, which was eastbound on College Street, clipped that Toyota with such impact that it actually snapped off the right front wheel of the Range Rover. The Range Rover then going out of control and mounting partially the sidewalk here. It collided with an information sign, snapping off a fire hydrant, hitting this light pole here as well, and actually hit a pedestrian who was waiting a little further up near the garbage cans, and apparently, according to witnesses talking to me, was carried a little bit as he tried to run away, but he ultimately fell on the sidewalk right next to the streetcar stop here. Now, the Range Rover continued around the corner here, south onto Yonge Street, but because it was missing a wheel, could only go this far. You can see police officers checking inside that Range Rover right now. We do know that there's a suspect on the loose right now. The driver of that Range Rover apparently jumping out and taking off on foot. Witnesses telling me he was last seen fleeing south on the sidewalk here on Yonge Street. So we have a suspect outstanding and one man, a pedestrian with serious apparent head injuries, taken to hospital. Kevin Meisner for City News.
All right, thank you for that, Kevin. To the Portlands next, where police are investigating another fail-to-remain crash. A man and a woman fleeing this single-vehicle collision at Cherry and Villiers. The SUV crashing into a silo around 4 this morning, and it appears one of the people may have been injured. There are indications of some blood inside that vehicle. The SUV is believed to be a rental. So far, there has been no arrest. Dorian has reached hurricane status, but Puerto Rico has escaped the brunt of the storm. Dorian causing some damage and power outages on Martinique and the Virgin Islands, but skirted Puerto Rico, which is still recovering from Hurricane Maria just 2 years ago. Dorian is the first hurricane of the season, is now packing winds of 120 kilometers an hour. The storm is now heading to the U.S. coast and could make landfall late Sunday or early Monday as a Category 3 hurricane, the strongest storm to hit Florida in 30 years. A state of emergency has already been declared. Well, dramatic plumes of ash and smoke seen hanging over the Italian island of Stromboli after an unexpected volcano eruption. No injuries or damage, but yesterday's powerful explosion sent panicked residents and tourists running for cover. Stromboli is considered one of the most active volcanoes on the planet. This is the island's second volcano explosion in less than 2 months. Anger growing fast in the UK over the Prime Minister's plan to suspend Parliament, with protests happening in the streets and a petition with more than 1.3 million names on it in just 24 hours. It was yesterday that Boris Johnson asked MPPs not to return until just days before the Brexit deadline. Critics say the PM is doing this to block a no-Brexit deal. That online petition is now gaining steam. More than 1,000 have added their names to that online list every single minute. Last word, Scotland's Conservative leader Ruth Davis has quit in protest of what Johnson has done.